Hi guys, today on Amelia's Amazing Treats, we're making blueberry crumble bars. I found this recipe on Sugar Spun blog, and I will link the recipe in the description. So let's get started. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, take a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, and I have greased it with a little bit of cooking spray and made a parchment paper sling. All I did was take a big piece of parchment paper, put it inside the pan, and leave a little bit of parchment paper here so it's easier to take out later. Then, you're gonna need a medium-sized saucepan, 5 cups of blueberries, split in half, so 3 cups in one bowl, 2 cups in the other bowl, half a cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to move over to our stovetop to make this blueberry filling. Alright, once we're at the stovetop, in our saucepan, we're going to add in 3 cups of blueberries, our sugar, our cornstarch, our lemon juice, and our salt. And now we're going to stir this until well combined. And now we are going to turn our heat on to medium-low. And we are going to stir frequently until the blueberries have released all of their juices and is very liquidy. This could take about 5 to 8 minutes. Alright, once your mixture is very, very liquidy, we are going to turn up our heat to medium-high, and we are going to stir constantly until your mixture starts to boil. Alright, and once your mixture starts boiling, we are going to constantly stir it for 1 minute. Alright, and once you've stirred it constantly for 1 minute while it's boiling, we are going to take it off our heat. And we're going to add in the remaining 2 cups of our blueberries, our butter, and our vanilla extract. And we are going to stir until the butter is completely melted. Once you are finished mixing in your butter and it has fully melted, we are going to move this to a different bowl and let it cool completely while we make our crust. While your blueberry filling is cooling down, we are going to make our cookie crust. So first, you're going to need to take your food processor. My food processor cord will not reach into the camera's view, so it's only half in here. And we are going to take off the cap, make sure your blade is in your food processor, and we are going to take 3 cups and a quarter of all-purpose flour, and we are just going to spoon this into our food processor. All right, and then once you put the flour in your food processor, we are also gonna add in 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup of firmly packed light brown sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now we are going to pulse this until well combined. All right, and once your dry ingredients are mostly combined, we are going to take 1 cup of cold butter, unsalted butter, and we are just going to pop this on top of our dry ingredients. Make sure you separate it a little bit. And now we are going to pulse this until the butter is cut into small pieces. All right, and once it is nice and combined and your butter is in nice small chunks, should look like this, nice and powdery. Now, into my dry ingredients and butter, we're gonna add 1 egg yolk, just the egg yolk, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now we're gonna pulse this until well combined and starting to cling together. All right, and now I'm just gonna take a large bowl and I'm gonna pour in all of my ingredients. All right, and now I'm gonna take my cookie dough and I'm gonna pour in 1/2 of it. And I'm gonna take the flat bottom of a measuring cup and press it very firmly down. Make sure that it's even. All right, and once it's very firmly packed down, you're gonna take our blueberry filling. You're just gonna pour it over our cookie crust. Make sure to get all of it out. And then we are just going to evenly spread out our blueberry filling over the whole bottom crust. And once you've done that, you can take the rest of your cookie dough and you can just sprinkle it over the top of your blueberry filling. All right, and once you've added the rest of your cookie crust on top of your blueberry filling, we're gonna put this in our preheated oven for 55 to 60 minutes. Once your blueberry crumb bars come out of the oven, let them cool completely before you enjoy. Once your bars have cooled completely, we're gonna take them out of our pan. So I'm just gonna take a butter knife and run it along the side. And then I'm just going to move my pan and pull them out. Because I have the sling, that was very easy to pull out of the pan. All right, and now I'm just gonna cut myself a big piece. These are so good. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.